we're late on this.
A few picks and that rotate's going through from Vukushu, but can he get there in time?
What did we miss?
Already on the plant.
Yeah, it's so good, Prodigy, don't worry.
And that
It's worth bringing up, man.
Quick start to the game. Both teams having.
Okay, did you like get that first pistol? Didn't really see what happened.
Both of them coming out very early on, and not too much you can do, but. Yeah, lots of trade. You expect it from a pistol round, right? But
I mean, that's a nice retake when you save the smokes, put it on the spike. Looked like the smokes were pretty good here.
XLG managing to close out that first round. Pretty crucial after, losing that first map, and keeping that momentum high after that can be very, very handy.
Damn, that's a fast force over towards showers, though.
Very fast, aggressive plays from DRG still. Option to back off a little bit. They do only have these pistols to play off of, and although they do have a very util heavy
flash towards. Wait, the flash went so deep that it actually hit the guy back here. That's wild.
I'm here. Sheriff in hand.
The mic, where's the cam? Just everything.
A few aggressive plays coming through, the neon slide, and that is a lot.
Yeah, I don't think anything's stopping this wingman. Oh, that's a nice molly though, just in time, just as we said it. Gotta go for the plant. Okay, I don't think anything's stopping this gecko.
Gonna get planted, but still, everybody alive.
Just wanted to double check.
No man managing to get a kill.
Should be fine again. Viva saving the smoke for the spike itself, maybe over towards short. Yeah, and this one's over towards short.
So many kills from Raga managed to get second. Viva with the
okay, is
that is round
a couple of convincing
Lots
rounds.
Of slow plays coming through, but overall not bad.
Not bad. That's like a statement.
Is Noman the new player for Gilai? Yeah, he replaced YOU.
Solar tech issues, and thanks, Maddie, for covering. Like you said, XLG, they start things off on the right footing. They're able to get a lot of these kills, and they also managed to get themselves the defuse pretty handily in flawless manner. So looking to be a pretty nice buy heading into this next round at the very least. But on the opposite side, you have full rifles.
Outlaw can one-shot two people.
With full armor, then Outlaw can still do some work.
Flash goes deep.
And talking about it, it's the Marshall.
No man's crazy to go for an extra swing there with Spectre.
The Outlaw's on the other side. I love this way they
My goodness, they fight this so hard. Oh boy.
Oh my god, actually with the spam gets two.
That's really rough for DRG. There's the nice little util dump over towards long.
Everything starts to slow down once more. The spike is down towards B long, but it's a very split comp right now. Trying to get any pixel they can. Coconut managing to get one to Vukushu, but that is down to a 2v4. Two people on site, so it is even players on each side, but not a lot you can be doing at this point. The guns are in their favor though.
True, but look at this angle. You already spot out the crosshair, so that is
Dude, it's so low.
That's gonna be doing
If actually Gane just gotta save this. It's really rough.
Like
Save and protect the guns towards long, maybe.
Pass out here. Oh, the timing as well. Astra just coming out of the smoke, and that's the rifle that can be retrieved.
Well, I mean, that is
nothing to do with
one hell of a start. And they can
desperately
pick up
stay
these
alive
guns
inside
towards
this
long.
TP, but,
And no one
you might
has
just
to
see
go
four
for
people
this.
decide to jump into it at this point of time. If they really want, because the spike itself is still on long, they're able to get themselves the orb. Yeah, very nicely done here. Just classic in hand, looking to jump in, maybe get a right click.
What do you reckon? Stray Brim Molly in here?
Not opting to go through that TP.
Nah, yeah. I mean, it's just best for their money. They get to save so much on this one. It's great.
How much HP is left, but
it's a huge round for them. Dude, there's only been 2 kills, right?
3 rounds though for XLG.
Yeah, they win that bonus, and they win it so convincingly with 4 players left. They pick up 3 rounds.
Molly and yeah, they don't know for sure the amount of damage that they've done though.
And yeah, it starts off with No Man being able to somehow get Nick as well with that spam. I don't really see my Spectre doing that, but go off, I guess. It's nice to watch, at least if you're an XLG fan. And yeah, I can hear all of those Wolves fanboys cheering right now in the background, especially with DRG being a map up here. That said, though, XLG, it's still gonna be an okay buy here for DRG. They've got a couple of rifles. They also do have a couple of stingers, which honestly I'm more terrified of.
Yeah.
And it seems like they just want to rush straightforwardly into the site where you don't really have a hard set.
Molly's good, Wall's good. Crossfire looks nice. Oi, yeah, it's good shots.
And they have it in spades.
What?
Nick finally gets one, but it might be just a little bit too late. No Man has the info as well. That
Tell you what, no man's Sky at the moment. It's looking kind of nice. Yeah, he hit some good shots as well. He's giving it.
So easy.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I guess, like you mentioned, it was
Every
kind
flash
of a
so
half
far has
buy,
got
but
value.
even so, just pushing onto site without even bothering to check the corners. There's not much you can do. That wingman coming through, but I mean, looking very, very strong.
Good shots.
Like you said, 4 rounds on the board already. It is their map pick, so you know the confidence should be high. But after that first map, it's very impressive.
100%. I also think that you know, this time out, I think probably going to be taken by DRG here. 4-0, not a very pretty start, but you have a buy coming in again probably soon, and you just want to kind of figure out what you're doing with these ultimates that you've started to kind of collect. I think that in terms of agent comps, it's pretty interesting because it seems like we're seeing a little bit more of a aggressive push coming in from Sheila, even though they still have those same, you know, fundamentals, like base fundamentals that they're not like extending or anything. So they're playing a very conservative game, but DRG, they're able to walk into it probably also because of how inherently Bind tends to be more like defensively skewed compared to Lotus, which tends to just be a bit more attackingly skewed in terms of teams winning rounds.
It definitely. I also do like the use of the Astra as well from DRG. It's not as a smoking agent that you typically need.
Will I play Valorant mobile when it comes out? Nah, I'm not much of a mobile gamer, man. Although it probably is the future, so
those concussors and those pulls on that
maybe that's the way to go, man.
It's almost the same as last game, right? We've seen that very strong post plant.
Damn, bro, he's here so fast.
Shut down there. I feel like they knew exactly, like they could just see the edge of the player there. And they managed to get that crucial first kill.
Oh, that second kill is wild as well.
I don't know how he does it, bro, but just
after the timeout, everything looked kind of unbelievable.
Defense from Chile, there's just gonna be the Viper. They know that they usually play C. Could be towards short, but you got plenty of people watching Wingman as he plants a spike, and now it's just a question of whether Happy Way can find a bit of damage here as these smokes go down. There is a Viper wall on site for them to hide behind, but still, like, this U-Haul is being watched.
I mean, it's ease of access as well, right?
Definitely.
Everyone has a mobile.
Taking 1v1 is your best option. Manages to get one. Incuss just about hitting him. Probably going to opt to try and save his gun if he can, but not wanting to go without a fight. But that is going to be the round, and DRG can have one on the board.
I think Happy Way just gonna jump into the teleporter there, chill a little bit, to be able to save the gun at the very least. But yeah, DRG get their first round on the board, and Lucas shoot just absolutely
probably
like,
never Bacon, I would imagine.
That's not a cipher, but yeah, still the same amount of insane frag and impact. Okay, that was just spam through smoke. That was a bit lucky, but anyway, Bukashu with 3 towards long completely decides the fate of this round. There's no coming back from that, and that also gives him the Steel Garden, so that's gonna be a really pivotal ult. You're gonna shut down guns for every player on site. So you know, if you pick like a site against agents with
dude, everyone's money's great, man. Everyone keeps on winning rounds with just like 4 people surviving.
For sure, and XLG is opting for this B long, not push as much anymore, but trying to get as much information as they can without using that Sky util.
He's so bold over towards long.
Through, but no man opting to back off. Probably for the best. Heard quite a few guns towards that long, opting to not lose their life over it.
The long space has been fully taken. Nobody in hookah, so there's gonna be no information about
Just
that
straight up
either.
bust. I mean, they know they're up against
That
3.
Molly at least gonna buy a little bit of depth
It,
to the side, but the flash dodge is perfect. And you know they're gonna invest the steel garden, but the damage might have already been done right now.
Ooh.
You still have a player on site, classic in hand. They might not expect no man to be here, but never mind, they do. But there's a corner that they're able to stay in. That's gonna at least let them possibly get down the spike plant. And the Seeker's not gonna give away too much. It's just 1v1s, but you're not able to win it. It's flexing all down
Dude,
to
Noman's flashes, man. I'm telling you, they got crazy value right now. He's always hitting them. They didn't swing off the back of it though. They're just waiting for them to make a play. They know there's only 2.
But oh no, the stun does, and that's just
Okay, nice reply from Gilai. Looking like we got a diff on the map. I think a little bit. The site hit didn't look great. The util could have been a lot better in terms of timed.
Which is a lot better than before.
It was like Gecko flash way into Yoru flash. The Yoru's flashing himself.
And like you said, the steel garden coming through was not enough at that point.
I think that, you know, XLG, they still have like a very strong comp in terms of defensive capabilities, just because
Yeah, it sounds like more of your in the my thing, Bacon, not gonna lie to you.
Both of them are the most annoying controllers possible to play on against this map, even if you don't have like a hard stuck sentinel. And I think Noman as well has been doing a fantastic job of like getting info and just causing delay while the rest of the team rotates in. I think that, you know, like you said, this A side being wider, having like a couple more angles that you can mess around with, like U-Haul and stuff. Especially like if you have a Yoru and a Neon, it might be better for you to kind of go for that. Talking about the Neon though, we've seen the overdrive come into play before and have
a Fio game actually that actually makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I think this is gonna start looking convincing. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is.
Yeah, it's gonna be Thrash versus the.
I'm seeing some nice stuff from Gilai. I'm seeing some rough stuff from DRG. Looks like it might be all down to Sunset.
Oh, there's the Neon ults and Thrash together. Doesn't find any value, bro.
No. Ackerman getting caught, but teammates managing to back him up, but not for long, and that is 2 picks. 3 picks!
I mean, it's really nice from them. It's looking real clean.
I mean, what's interesting, now we keep talking about comps, but XLG are still opting for this very defensive heavy comp against their opponents, but they have a much wider range of utility now that they can use. Those 3 Sentinels last game, they didn't have much to work with, but now we're seeing a lot more versatility, and it's working a lot more in their favor. Like you mentioned, that Sky.
The Waylay. I mean, it might struggle a little bit on attack, but the thing is, it's such a good burst comp that they should be fine. DRG maybe will have a game plan where they can try and hold on to the map control early. But I still feel like from what I'm seeing, Gilai look good. We got Brim, contact into Waylay ult. We've got flash over towards B. Just as they tried to hit, people get stuck here. Maybe he's a little bit too early. But I guess they're okay getting some of the util out of him.
No, Vargo says, alright, I'm willing to invest the ult and just hold. I don't care. It's not a very good ult most of the time, in my opinion. So, just opting to use it to slow down the push onto this site. Playing anti-flash.
She doesn't think Waylay ult's good, really.
There being a flash, supposed to speak, but actually gets spotted out.
Waylay ult's sick.
Oh,
that's the overdrive. Not managing to connect.
Big man able to get the spike down, but oh my god, no man was running.
Gosh, man, that's rough. Step back through the wall.
It's just 2 players once again left for this DRG side, and not in a very good place.
Looks like the Astra Suck was too far away.
Gets one with the sheriff, but the Bucky in hand. Well, Flexen at least able to swap it out for a rifle to save, but yeah, no way to deny the
didn't wanna. I think he didn't want to go for the Astra Suck because he knew it was too far away. He didn't want to embarrass himself maybe a little bit. I'm telling you, that was miles away.
I mean, the Waylay ult was interesting. I respect
the Sugetsu, yeah, the classic.
They were aware of this eco round, but also the overdrive, right? And just being able to slow that down and really slow down that momentum.
Astra unbind. Astra's so fine unbind, I'm telling you.
Just slow it down for a little bit longer and
I think you could definitely make an argument that Astra's better on attack unbind.
panicked, if you will, and that Wally coming out.
It's just the
pushing
defense.
him away, getting taken out immediately, and 7-1 is a very, very strong difference compared to last game.
100%. They are the ones completely in charge right now, and they're just able to keep it going. Second time out now to be called.
Is Waylay legit on bind?
Try to kind of figure out
Your comp's good, I think.
Wrong
I think
here,
Waylay's
what
in
are
a
we doing
Waylay's in a
that
good spot
is
at the moment.
keeping us from getting onto these sides
If you have good theory, then it's not too bad. Who was the other team that used pretty much the same comp? Was it the RRQ, where they double flash at the same time and dash in? Like, it looked nice from them. Can't remember if they play the Sky as well. I think they had Yoru, but
you're not getting like good enough info.
converted him. I mean, the buff converted me, but
the way that XLG is playing, again,
I still think it's rough on
very
attack,
defensive
Bacon.
playstyle that they seem to play with no matter what agents they have. I think it's just been really.
You think China as a region is
for,
improving?
DRG to
I
find
think this year looks really rough. I'm not gonna lie to
I
you.
agree. Like you said, like, that fade information can be.
I
so
think they
much
are
stronger,
slowly
especially with a map
improving.
where
Like they're on a
there's some corners.
they're on an incline for sure. But I do think this year, at least from what I'm seeing, I do think they've gone for a bit of a dip.
It's
I
not
definitely
very
saw
accurate, you know,
better
you don't
understanding
get
on
told exactly where those
last
players
year,
are.
I think.
Viper's Pit getting invested.
I don't know. This playoffs looks weird, man.
Very aggressive.
Every game I watched so
Using a little
far
bit of rotate
is just
going
like one
across.
team understands the map way better than the other team.
Opportunity to
Apart
go
from
into
Lotus,
short
but I would argue
on
that they
B,
both didn't
rather than the
really
full rotate
have a
with no
good
man
grasp of how
sitting
to play attack on
ready and waiting
Lotus.
for it.
So I don't know. It looks a little bit like a step back at the moment. I don't know why, to be honest.
Even more delay, and that's another
Maybe because of the
problem, right?
meta
When
changed so
you have
much.
this kind of Viper setup with the brim, you just buy so much time where the smoke's obscure. You're
I
trying to get it,
honestly
and
didn't
not
think
just
these
place
games
to
would
a
look
Viper
like
smoke
this.
with the DK. So, actually,
I
it's
was
been
expecting
busy
a
to
bit
catch
of a better
somebody. It's still
level.
a 1-for-1 trade.
It could
Coconut
just be the
caught off
pressure,
guard, so finally,
to be
a
honest.
numbers advantage
But
here for the DRG side as they make their way onto side, but they still have a Viper to worry about who is still playing inside the pit. Here comes the Yoru ult though, trying to spam them out successfully, but
no
it's actually
way.
the counter spam that gets
He's
the
got
kill.
2
Ricochet
bullets.
Not expecting that result.
Happy way. That's incredible.
And Raga as well, managing to clutch up and with that flank, helping out after that Euro ultimate, and Ackerman. Not much you can do, although Nick managing to get one ball taken out, and it is down to a 2v1. Although XLG asked
Whoosh.
it up.
And they handled this well.
Yeah.
They're way better on this map.
I mean, that's not a position you want to be.
There was a lot of individuals
in a
winning this
2v1,
one as well,
no
but
matter
overall.
what. Still managing to clutch out the round.
Really nice. That was really nicely played toward the end there by XLG. Despite that initial advantage, and of course, just the irony that the Viper who was in the ult was alive for all this time. And
It might just be a bad map for China,
wild.
like a bad map pool for China in general.
Ackerman gets a nice shot, but
That could be something.
Goes it out here, and 30 HP and a green.
That just so
Anyway,
happens that
actually
there's
able
loads of
to
maps that
keep things going here
teams
for
haven't had the
XLG.
best understanding
That's
at,
a
and then they
heartbreak,
practice
I think,
each other.
for DRG
Then
there,
it
'cause
hasn't
they
like
missed
no
so
one's
much
kind
in
of
that
worked
particular
out how
round. They still have
to
a buy, they've got the
play it
steel guard
properly,
again, and
or been punished
Plus
for
steel
playing
guard,
it
so we
bad,
have the
I
trash
guess.
again, but I don't know how much it will avail because right now
It
with
could
these
be
blue
that.
ults, it's going to be online. There's no way to stop it.
No. What I'm trying to remember what EDG's good maps were
Yeah.
back in the day, like a year ago.
A little bit
But
of
the
a
map pool is pretty
difference
different to what
on
it
this
is
attacking
now.
side now. Alert coming from Vukusho. Trying to get any sort of information or space that he can whilst the distractions come through on towards B, but
They were good at Lotus and Sunset.
lots of
Split.
aggression coming through.
I mean,
But
that's
also
2 maps that are on in the
lots
pool right now at
of
least.
smokes, and that's the thing about this Brim alongside the Viper. Even though the Viper tends to be used as that sentinel, that wall can still be very, very strong.
Oh my god,
It's
nice
coming
counter
through.
flash, but yeah, just 1-for-1 trade. The Astra pull.
Duel looks
Able
good.
to keep Coconut in the
Still
angle for a
got
second,
Molly,
but
still
the
got
Viper ult's gonna
ult.
come right back up, so
Still got
back in 40
Wingman.
seconds you're left with the 1-for-1 trade, and when you lost your Euro
Molly
for a
goes
strike,
out,
but here comes
Wingman goes
Thrash.
out for the
Could be the
fish.
crucial ult here as it clears outside.
Ooh.
It actually catches someone.
The Molly's so good though. Yeah, they can't capitalize off of this. Does he Brim ult?
Oh, the spam though, that's beautifully done here. Now you got the Brim ult as well. Letting Happy Way just kind of creep into side Ackerman, at least makes it expensive as that spike plant comes down thanks to Wingman. But Rarga still inside Luka. Oh my god, actually gets a spam headshot
What
onto
the?
Ackerman here, but 1v1 not able to close it out.
What
It's
is
Nick
that,
with the
bro?
thrash to
How's
open
everyone
the
doing that
backside of,
recently? The
get
Madder.
plant down. I mean, that's kind of the advantages. I know we were criticizing the Gecko just a little bit ago, but that's kind of the advantage of being a Gecko, because you can do everything yourself. Plant the spike, flash, molly, you know, use your thrash to retain someone and spam them. It's great.
Yeah. And like we mentioned about the Wingman, if you can get that plant down, you have so much time to move off away from that spike and reposition yourself in somewhere a lot more useful.
Gotta imagine he got that.
And there it is, you know, going back, you don't even have to go onto site. Getting Wingman onto site and planting without having to leave Garden is so strong.
Yeah, 100%. It just makes things a little bit less risky now. Finally, after winning that round, it seems like they feel a little bit more like they want to go perhaps fast. But Pavoli again coming down to a little
It's
bit
so
of a
close.
detain. Oh my god, that spam was so close. Nomad almost getting a kill for free there. But now they look to just walk in, and here comes the Steel Garden.
I mean,
really show along
that's
with
a
the
nice little
Astro of the
combo.
Cosmic Divide and Steel Garden.
That's a
This is
great
gonna
little combo for
completely
sure.
clear out the site here. However, if anyone does just try to push into elbow or take a little bit of extra space, they will be punished again. DRG ready for the flank here.
Can they get
gets
four?
taken out. Flexen, in fact, ready for both players right now. And now the rest of the team, they're left in a 3v5 kind of retake, which is going to be very difficult.
Yeah, for sure, but the positioning is looking good.
Yeah, this was a very nice round from them.
That is 8-3. Like you said, that momentum starting to slowly come back, and the confidence after
Looked like,
winning that second round for them.
Looked like Gilai were on top of this a little bit as well, right? They had the aggro pushes going behind pretty early. They just lost their ones.
Around and realizing the flaws in their opponent's composition. Look at the positioning. They're in the perfect places at the right times.
I think that was also much more of a team effort, because a lot of the time it's like one or two players being caught like out. And wow,
Okay, he does not want to lose that extra round.
Kind of strange after like just one round.
Yeah, I mean 8-3. You're still in the clear for a good while, but you really have to try and
What went wrong here?
that lead for as long as possible.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What DRG are capable of?
Did you ask a question earlier or
And
not?
they do not want to be losing any more rounds. Obviously, they're clear for the half, right? They're guaranteed to have at least 8-4.
When you look at G2's performance and map picks and map vetoes going into
try and
Toronto,
get
it does
away
as
with
you
as
had.
much as
They had
possible.
6 weeks of prep
On the
and
other
went
hand,
into
though,
Masters
DRG
with 3 good
do
map
need to
pools.
winning this
Mate,
round. 9-3 is
they had a
okay,
whole
but,
meta change though. Like your map, your map, your map pool can be good. Right, G2's your example. Say we got a 7 map pool with Teo. As soon as Teo gets nerfed and isn't viable, you have a 0 good map pool. You're starting from scratch. So you're using this information that isn't relevant anymore.
And I think DRG, they have the tools with which to do it. A lot of these rounds, even the 3 rounds that they won, 2 of them were like down to 1v1. So
like I agree, they probably should have looked a little better considering the time.
We haven't really seen any big changes coming in from the XLG side though, in terms of like trying to conserve it.
But you can't look at the past data. You got to just reevaluate everything as soon as that stuff changes.
Gets to use it now as well, but it's just a little bit too late as the multi combination along with the player comes into play. Oh my god, despite having the advantage, Biba still gets the kill onto Ackerman here, and yeah, while that Waylay ult, it's completely slowed down these players inside Hookah.
Yeah, this is rough. They could always go back though. They got enough time.
And advantage, make that a 1v3. It is just Nick. Does almost have Thrash, but no HP to play with. 25 HP in a dream.
Yeah, definitely. It's still doable for sure, but
Yeah, even if their theory's like good,
25 HP.
in a set amount of time to do 7 maps, it's pretty hard.
Not take any damage.
Especially if you're not like taking too many risks and you're just going for like the safe stuff that everyone knows how to play against. It's probably not as fleshed out as it needs to be to beat some of these teams.
The Seekers, thanks to the spike. Sorry, the orb being taken up. Yeah, so that's the information known as well about where Nick is in. And yeah, Nick has to get back into this B site. Gonna be so awkward right now. Just decides to TP away. It wants nothing to do with it. Doesn't even have the wingman to try and get the spike plant down. It all has to be manual. by hand, whatever you want to call it. 14 seconds, just goes for the plants in the open. Should be able to get the spike down. One headshot, and that's going to be Thrash online as well. Has to position himself absolutely perfectly. That's the first one, but there's a player in heaven actually able to dodge it somehow. All right, suddenly things look a little bit more doable. But now
He's done pretty good though.
Dodges the molly. Oh, has the angle, but are they
It's
going to go for
unlucky.
the double peak? 25 HP has to hit the perfect tap here. No flash to play with either. It's just them tapping and faking around here. Oh, he's buying so much time right now, but in the end, it's just a bit too much. The white
Yeah,
swing
Gila
and
just
then
look a little
attempt to
better
try
on
and
this
catch
map.
them off guard. Happy Way takes him down. Nice try though.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, after getting those 2 rounds, it's difficult because it's better than 1
Do you
round,
prefer
right?
meta
You're on
changes
3,
before
9-3
Masters or
isn't-
Champs? Nah, I
doesn't
would
mean
prefer
much.
after. I don't mind the 1-for-1 map,
Very popular
to be
scoreline,
honest.
fair.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't mind the 1-for-1
Yeah,
map.
man,
I think that's
yes.
okay.
But
Personally, I would
Some-
prefer it
some
to
very nice
all be
kills.
the same.
a lot of action towards B.
Like
as
I
well
would,
this half.
I would love it
A lot
to
of preference towards
to stay the same for whoever
very
qualifies.
obviously that defense
I think it
field,
changes
you
up too
have
much, but
Sentinel, if you will. You have that Viper acting as one always, but
I think the 1 map is okay.
not too bad considering.
But I probably only think the 1 map is
Not bad
okay
at all,
because
9-3, you know, managing to
we've been given
do
such
that on
drastic
the
changes
defensive
just
side,
before events
and now
that
you have
that's what I'm
a
comparing
lot
it
of
to.
range with this attack. Obviously, DRG
Yeah.
they do have a very attacking heavy comp.
Yeah, it might be because
So,
Icebox is
we
going
saw
out
them
as well.
playing that
Bro, this
that
guy's
way
just
last
flexing
map
on
and
us.
played
Respect.
very aggressive on that defense, but this map's gonna be a lot harder.
Been about to say just see it
a lot
pick more.
smaller
Nah, no one will
checkpoints,
really consider it
and I
too
think that
much.
the fights are gonna be a lot more
It gives
even
you a few
compared to
extra
last
things
time.
you can do on attack. It probably makes it more viable on corrodes, but people are
100%.
playing
I
that
think
anyway on
that,
corrode.
Also, I think that for XLG, like in terms of the comp itself, they're gonna be having quite a nice.
The wall
time now
change
that
is
the
kind of
side
nice.
swap has happened.
But no one,
because
I don't think
I'm
anyone's
very
really
curious
gonna
to see how the
pick it.
Waylay is gonna look on the
Maybe
attacking
like a
side,
pocket
because I
pick
think the
on
only
a
map that we're
random
really
map, but
seeing Waylay come into play, at least in EMEA so far, has been Corrode. So seeing her on bind, I mean, she does have kind of a similar kit to the Raze in terms of at least like the satchel compared with like the updraft, whatever you call it. Yeah, so you could be able to get the aggressive entries in, but after that, right, it's kind of a combination of a Raze and a Yoru with like a big timer attached on it. But I think with that being your sole duelist, it's you're gonna depend a lot on your other initiators to get you in. I think that's kind of the beauty of the Sky and Gecko, because you're gonna have so much flash utility available that you can just kind of power through into sight. At least that's what I hope to see. That's what I speculate about. Maybe there's some other strategy that they've cooked, but that's what I want to see.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, their comp.
Did you like the 2024 M80 Lotus comp last map?
I
I don't like how they played it,
just on that
but
but they've managed to do so
I
well
didn't
on that
like any of the
defensive
attack halves though.
And
I didn't
we're
like both of the
seeing
comps, I'll be
a
honest.
lot.
But I don't mind the
Not
M80
liking
comp
them,
if it's
obviously,
played like
it
how
was
M80 play
overtime,
it
a great
or played it.
game first map,
But playing it how they played it
going
isn't great
9-3 after
on
losing
attack,
first
in
map,
my opinion.
you can't ask for much more.
Definitely.
Testo Junkie with a tier 1. Thank you for the 14 months, mate. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Comp we haven't played before, so it's like
Yeah.
let's unveil our secret weapon or something. You know, think positive and all that. But yeah, straightforward execute is what seems to be the call here. You do have the Viper and Gecko coming in too short. It's interesting that the Gecko doesn't have the spike here. Instead, the ult farm is going to be given to the Brimstone. That's the priority.
Oi,
right now
is
for
this
the
guy
team,
getting
and they just
spammed?
get the site for free,
Yeah,
basically.
dude, that dog.
Already like 2 kills garnered, in fact. So that's just brutal, right?
Kind of
now.
crazy how much value
Transference
Noman's
and
getting
Lucas
for his
here
Sky
got
right
shut
now.
down completely. So yeah, 3 remaining players for XLG in a very DRG in a very awkward retake.
Yeah, indeed. And Ackerman opting just to sit back on site right now. Maybe try and take a little bit of Lamp's control. But currently all by himself. And the angles are not in his favor. I mean, these are just 1v1s.
Okay, it's gonna be a quick one for this.
Anyway, I think they were showing off his stats as well during halftime. 100% cost so far, and right now looking to boost that ACS up past 400 the way he's going.
Yeah, I mean, obviously on these pistol rounds you expect a lot more trades coming through, at least down, 2 or 3 players from each side, but managing to have all 5 players left alive, obviously not that much of an advantage. You're
Eli win. I mean, DRG can still make it through lower bracket.
Even so, it's just so impressive, and now that Outlaw is in their hands. And we've seen
5-person
what it can
insta
do.
stack over towards A.
Happy Way this time. Last time it was Ricochet flexing it.
Yeah.
But Happy Way is the one to be showing off this time around as we head into this round. Full buy, of course, coming in from the side. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna expect
And
it.
if
The
they
spike
don't,
itself, I mean, it's just a
they
default
don't
kind
prod
of thing. They're
properly.
waiting for a push, some
They
kind of
start searching with one of the guns,
already
and
though, first contact is gonna
not
be
too bad.
at least 3 players.
Yeah, this
spotted
is
out
now
right
a
now,
nice
and,
little gun for a little bit. Wall to get out of there.
The waylay
Yeah.
to take a
And then what are they gonna do? Cut sound and then hit sight?
Just goes for the dry peek, gets like at least 2 or 3. Knows that there's at least 2 or 3 there.
Wait,
Looks
no
like
cut
it's
of
still
sound?
uncontested. They just
Pretty
don't
rough.
care. They're gonna go for it anyway.
So much utility coming through and a few trades back and forth. Ukashu. Get a couple.
5 bullets.
Guns, but he only has 5
Dude,
bullets.
really
Just
rough,
counter
man.
spam
They
to kill him, and,
realized there was at least
really
3,
important
maybe
round
4
there.
here with the
The
original
stack
prod.
works out,
Kind
and,
of gave them
yeah,
enough
I
sound
don't
cues
know,
as
bro.
well
You
that
heard
potentially,
the
especially on
people
an
that we
eco,
got
they might have
going.
over-rotated. So maybe
Yeah.
like 4 on sight.
I mean,
Then didn't even cut sound, insta
a
re-hit
lot
with a
more trades,
skydog.
considering last round should have been that round.
This region
Lots
against
of
ecos,
guns
man.
taken.
It's crazy.
The
Man, they
options
make it
A quite a
easy.
lot
They
with
make it
trades.
easy for the ecos.
I mean,
But the thing is, they kind of buy the right
he was
stuff,
obviously used a lot
right?
more
If you
last
look at this
round.
buy, they
Last
buy
round
the right
seemed to maybe
stuff. But then the
opting
person
to
prodding
go
is,
ahead on that
instead of the
round where
person
DRG
with the
aren't
ghost
as
prodding,
comfortable.
they're doing a person with a bulldog, so he's then committed. But then he got out anyway,
Maybe.
and then they just hit sight without
see
cutting
the
sound.
Showing off his skills. Coming back a little bit from last, compared
Like
to last game.
the guy searching here should be the ghost,
And now he's
and
got
then
that
the
out
others can
again.
react off the back of it. And then if you're gonna re-hit over towards here, you've at least, at the very least, got to cut sound so they have the time to
Such
rotate
a
over towards
strong
here if you're not
round,
going to do any
winning
sound.
that bonus.
That's a rough one.
And now the guns are in their advantage.
Trying to hit a cheeky little wall bang, but yeah, they're just not playing around. The Ricochet doesn't even have that many bullets left, bro. You have 5 bullets. Chill. You really wanna not finish them off before, like, you're not even, you're still 1 minute 20 seconds into the round. You want to hold on to those bullets, but either way, I digress. You've got DRG trying to find some classic spam damage, but it's just gonna be Wingman getting the spike down. So suddenly things have turned. There's a timer here. It might still be a 5v4, but the spike is down. Make that a 5v3. They gotta aggress forward and try to find these kills. Gonna be very challenging with the amount of util left. I think the Wingman though has been used, so gonna make it very difficult, but it shouldn't matter if Ackerman can avoid stunning himself and his teammates. 1v5, Ukashu has an expectation of
Nice
where he
clean
gets the
rounds.
shot
Got
as well.
2, maybe
And,
3
yeah,
armor
DRG, they're
rebuys.
gonna be able to get themselves to 5, still behind, but
How do they
being
handle
able
the
to
buy
control
rounds?
that round, it's gotta be a sigh, a breath of relief, so as to speak.
Yeah, definitely. You know, managing to claw back a little bit after their opponents hitting 10 rounds, which is a very strong place to be in. Obviously, they don't want to be losing these rounds, but they have room to play with, right? And they have time to try and figure out what's working best for this attack. But for now, DRG are looking a lot stronger on this defense.
The op?
But what we're
Yeah, they
finding
look-
is that they do
Big
just
round,
seem to
dudes.
be happier on this defense in general. Like from last game, even though they have a very attacking.
So I did hit
comp,
fake jump
they
into
really
angle.
love
Nice.
This defense.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay,
I
they
was
now
just
know there's an op
distracted
in
by
play
the
and they know
operator.
where
They got
2
an
of them
operator,
were, because obviously it's a
already
Yor.
able to play it. I mean, I think they had an outlaw, they threw it away and they picked up an op basically.
Yeah.
But the problem is that now DRG know that there is an op, so they're gonna, or sorry, XLG know that there's an op, so they're gonna be much more cautious about it. See Pikachu already like taking a bit of space off the back of his utility, but the problem is that that wall is a one and done, so now he's gonna have to commit himself towards watching showers if he wants to maintain like constant control of the angle. Meanwhile, the
Hello,
Spartans
Des.
also
What's
headed
up,
over
mate?
towards B, so I think the expectation is that once that Euro took the shot, they did TP over towards A, which, you know, you would be absolutely right.
ADG
but I
out?
think
Nah,
the
they're lower
problem here
bracket.
is that
They'll play
if you do
tomorrow.
want to get into sight, you've got to get through Ackerman's utility, and it seems like it might just be a 5-player push towards
Bring
long, but you
Split
still
back?
got
Dude,
Nick
I would
watching
love
it, so
to
I don't
see
know what
Split
the
again.
idea is. We should see a rotation
Split
coming in.
was
He
so
has
nice,
some
dude.
smokes down.
Split was sick this year as well. We got such good games on it.
Already so much information come from Hookah and forcing Ackerman to sit there and hold it.
I'm pretty low on this one.
Right now, and Marga gets the first, but yeah, the
Oh.
ghetto flash is perfect.
Nah.
Somehow,
He got an
Nick is
extra.
alive, able to get one more
Nick's
before
always
being
good
shut
for
down, but
2
that's no
somehow on
space for the
this.
spike to be planted.
Still
3v2
looked
situation, numbers
still
advantage
looked
here
a
for XLG. They
little
can get
rough though
themselves
for
up to 11. They
DRG.
can, you know, get themselves closer to that decider map 3.
They play so
played it hard,
individual
tried.
over towards the saint.
That said though, now all three players from spawn rushing in. It's gonna have to be Varga who goes huge here, but DRG gets the first. It is just gonna be a 1v2 right now. No Man and Diva versus Spirits. Taps the spike. I don't know if they're gonna be playing for the Brim ult, but nah, Brim doesn't even have the ult. It's just gonna be the gunshot to get XLG.
What do you reckon?
to
They
11.
force?
Really nicely played.
Not sure they can
towards
force.
the
A
end.
couple
It
of
looked a
people
little
that are
bit
like
dicey, but
2,600.
yeah, I think them being able to just brute force their way onto site, knowing that they have the
Ban
number,
silly,
like,
for
oh,
God's
they're
sake.
Yeah, and again, going back to that who can
Why,
play,
man?
you know, No Man just holding Ackerman in that place and not being able to hold that long position and allowing the team to get onto site, and then just picking everyone off one by one. Brilliant plays, and then obviously No Man surviving and being able to hold that hookah position. There's not much you can do with that defuse.
Main pause, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Dude, thank you for the tier 2, bro. I appreciate the tier 2, man. Dude, nice shots. Well, there goes the game.
That is just brutal right now.
Yeah, it was a one-sided map, though. It really was.
Last map as well
Main,
like,
again,
such an
thank you so much for
impactful
doing
player,
that, bro.
and now with this Waylay,
I appreciate it.
consistently maintaining control of the map. Like, I think with all of these off angles and stuff, it makes it impossible for you to just get back into the round. Those were your players with the rifles and the hero buy as well. Those are the ones you want to stay alive. So, yeah, losing them, like, I think this might just be a round where XLG or DRG rather, you know, they try to get a couple of kills, maybe like try to find rifles to save, because, yeah, I don't think they're getting back into this one, Chief.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is their eco round, so anything they can do at this point, but that operator, okay, it's just been dropped. I was about to say, on the attack, it's a little bit crazy. Bukashu trying to do what he can on site, but isn't much to be done. Although, we'll take the kills when we can, and
going down with the spike in this one anyway.
that's gonna be 2, that's gonna be 3.
Okay. Well, I thought for a second Aquaman was gonna.
I mean, it doesn't matter too much.
The neon slide just doesn't go far enough. Then, yeah.
Okay, 7. 7 goes it before we get over towards sunset. I don't see this number getting low at all. It's just a big, the big map understanding diff for sure. It's like a lot comfier.
But at that point, it's bought enough time, it's bought enough space, it's done enough damage. Everything that you can ask for has been achieved there, I would say. So overall, a pretty nice rounds coming in from XLG, and they have more than enough money to replace whatever they did lose. And it seems like they actually want to go a little bit. DRG wants to go a little bit aggressive now.
You can just tell with all their timings as well. Like they haven't had too long to like perfect this map. Like some of their side hits, they flash in themselves. They're not timing the double flashes right here. Like you turn that flash, this guy slid out. Like you're not comboing on it well.
That site is still going to be taken. The spike is going to go down eventually. There it is. Okay. This is going to be a 5-man retake.
The Waylay ult was burnt a little bit early, I think.
They got good ults though. Vice ult, Fish ult. Fish ult clears all the spawns. They can get the Vice ult a little closer. We got Astra super late. Molly's going in. It's the guys on showers that have to do a lot here.
The problem is you've got the Brim ult available, you've got the lineup available here. All Brim has to do is play for time and stay alive, as that could be the crucial.
Brim all goes in.
Here comes
Doable.
the Nick not able to get half right now.
Super doable. Nicely done. Fair play. Dude, they're way better at this map in comparison.
Buying enough time along with the Brim himself, and that is gonna be a map number 3 forced here, a Sunset forced here as we go